Jake, you know I love you, right?
Thank you.
I have always said I love you ever since the third time we hung out.
Yeah.
We were playing Super Smash, and I was like, dude, you know who my favorite character is? And both simultaneously we just go, Kirby. And I was like, dude, I love you. And you're like, kind of early. Jake, I love you. And I would do almost anything with you. I think you and I just have the mindset of like, no matter what we do, we can make it fun.
I'll try anything twice.
I'll try anything, with my best friend whom I love. But Jake, please never, ever, ever, ever ask me to do one of those pedal tavern things with you in a busy city like Austin, Texas, around the city.
Let me ask you this. Is it because it's fitness?
No, not at all. Partially, but not because of the fitness aspect, because it feels like, when you take your bike and you're going up a hill and you're like, I need to go down in gear. And so you go down and all of a sudden it feels like you're not moving at all.
Yeah.
Like it feels like you are just humming these things and the bike's barely moving. And so, I mean, every time I see one of those things, it's just like, you just see these people like really working it. And you hear like, the audio's play. Hey, now you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Hey, and I'm like, there's no way these people are having fun right now. Hey, now all that glitters is gold, only shooting star. And let's drink some IPAs while we do it, huh?
Because, I've never been on one of those things, but what's happening is there's like a tavern full of people who just want to get wasted.
Yes.
And then there's one girl who's like, all right, I don't drink, so I have to pedal this thing for every single person here. And there's like, you sure you guys don't want to pedal? Anybody else want to get on the...
Why don't you guys take a break from shots for a little bit? We can all do this together.
Why don't we listen to Shots by LMFAO and then you guys like put your pedals to the tavern?
So I put my hands up to playing my song. There's no way, like SEO dominates for them. I guarantee no one really wants to go on a pedal tavern, but they're like, things to do on a bachelorette party. Pedal tavern. Okay, I guess we'll do it.
It's one of those things probably like...
I'm tired.
Well, I'll describe it, then you give me the comparison.
Okay.
There's probably plenty of businesses out there that like do seem fun from the outside. Oh, I know what it is.
Axe throwing.
Yeah. Axe throwing is good.
I've never thrown.
Indoor skydiving. It's like indoor skydiving because you're like, that's interesting.
Like
I've never done that before.
Or what about that like place where they like freeze your ice cream and like roll it all up and stuff?
I've also done that.
There's no way I do it twice. You do it once, you're like, I got duped by Instagram.
Dude. Josh Horton and I made a video because a company let us do that. Maybe it was like branded or something. And so they were like, we'll take you guys behind the counter. We'll show you how to do it. They brought out someone who was like an expert in it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Josh and I had it figured out in 40 seconds. It was like, so you spread out the ice cream.
The expert's a sophomore in high school. Yeah. He's like, he just got done with homeroom. He's coming.
Yeah, it was like spread out the cream, let it freeze, and then just kind of scrape it like you would scrape anything.
Okay, question. Would you do a pedal tavern with freezing moo, whatever that thing is, frozen ice cream?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah, I could work off my lactose. Oh, anyway, it's like indoor skydiving because it's like, hey, I've never done this. That looks fun. We should do this. And then you do it, and it is a complete waste of time. They get no repeat customers.
Here's what I've seen with indoor skydiving. It looks like you sit there or you're whatever in the air, and it's cool for like 10 seconds, and then you're like, how much longer do I have to do this? Right? That's what it always looks like to me. Everyone's just like...
Indoor skydiving is like riding a bike for the first time.
Uh-huh.
But there's training wheels, and your dad's hanging on to you, and you say, all right, I think I got it. And then the skydiving instructor says, no, I'm going to hang on to you the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time.
You say, I can't do anything I want. And they say, no, I'm going to hang on to you the whole time.
Okay.
And so then you say, oh, so it just kind of feels like a windy day then. It doesn't actually feel like skydiving. And then they say, yeah, it feels about like that.
Yeah, but you already paid us our money. So sorry. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning with Jake and Graham, Ghostrunners podcast.
Ghostrunners podcast.
I got more to say about pedal taverns too, but Brad's still pedaling.
Dude, this was working out the hamstring. If you're listening to this at your office desk right now, like very slowly do some pedal taverns. You'll feel it in your hammies.
You know what they call doing that kind of by yourself? Pedal baiting.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just some of my biker friends told me that. Anyway.
Oh, like fishing? Like you're baiting him in.
Yes. Dude, you know what we haven't talked about? I've been
Fishing. We haven't talked about the Bassmaster Fishermen's Championship.
Who's
in
your
Springfield,
favorite?
Illinois?
Who's your favorite angler?
Oh gosh. Can
Say it
I
on
choose
3.
two?
Okay.
I'm gonna choose 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna choose Bateman, and let's do it together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Clark.
Richardson.
Clark Richardson. Yeah, okay. You were last time. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's the best. I mean, people say he cheats because he like stuffs it full, the fish.
The lead balls.
The lead ball fish, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that actually happened?
Yeah, I actually did.
Wasn't that wild?
It's like the one fishing clip that's ever made it to my algorithm. It's like, I think anyone's got to care about this.
Everyone's going to be interested in these guys trying to cheat their way to thousands of dollars in fishing.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. Anyway, I was going to talk about, ice fishing. Well, no, I was going to talk about pedal tavern stuff first.
You know what we haven't talked about is ice fishing, though. So we'll get to that.
Pedal taverns. So they're always this thing.
Can we start having a segment from now on of like, you know what we haven't talked about yet? And then just like have something random prepared?
Yeah.
Write that down in our notes.
Yeah, I'll write it down.
Okay.
You know what we haven't talked about? Yeah, just talk about
and then you come prepared with something somewhat interesting, and I would just love to listen to it, or vice versa.
Great, we'll do it. We'll do it in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Well, we're doing it with ice fishing.
Well, okay. Pedal taverns.
Anyway, so yeah, everyone's seen the versions that are like in Nashville and Austin, these big cities where you're just these women usually are on these bar stools just using actual bike pedals, I guess, to power this like trolley down the street, and they're drinking.
Yeah, they're going 2.5 miles an hour max.
Yeah, and I've only ever seen it trolley style, but the day that my sister got proposed to in Branson, down there at the Branson Landing, I saw something that
Branson does a little differently.
Yeah, have you seen what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay.
I'm excited. The ducks, do they go? Are they amphibious?
No, the ducks are down.
I know. That's why I figured maybe the pedal they could bring it out.
Yeah, they had to.
I know. Shouldn't talk about the ducks.
Liquidate all that.
Yeah,
but it kind of sounds like the Kareem Hunt situation, because like not the exact Kareem Hunt, the way that the Chiefs are like, hey, we don't want this guy on our team. You're off our team. And the Browns are like, we'll take him.
Okay.
I think Ride the Ducks were like, we should shut down. This is too dangerous. We shouldn't be doing this. And
so
another company is like, we'll do it.
The geese are in town now. Yeah.
We'll take people on amphibious.
Black Swan Meadows over here. Yeah.
Yeah, so someone else. Anyway, at the Branson Landing, I saw a version of a pedal tavern that I'd never seen before. This guy made like a makeshift raft, something slightly nicer than what Castaway had, than what Tom Hanks and Wilson had. And it's in a circle. You know, it's like Shaquille O'Neal's bed.
Yeah.
So it's a boat that's a circle. It's like a tiki hut kind of looking thing. And it's even got an interior like bar in the middle. So I think a bartender would sit in the middle, and he's got a bar around him, and everyone else circles him. And
so he can reach everybody.
He can reach everybody.
Fun.
Seems, convenient.
Yeah.
And then on just one side of the circle, it's just like a boat motor. The bartender in the center also has a steering wheel. So it's a one-man crew. He steers the boat and makes the drinks.
I need 2 old fashions and a gin and tonic over here.
And veer left.
Yeah. And watch out for the ice princess or whatever, the landing princess.
And I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. Like, maybe if it wasn't in Branson, like I could see that taking off. I could see that being a thing. And I watched that guy for the hour early. I was there before the...
Yeah. Because your mom was worried about you getting...
Yeah, I got to get there in time.
Yeah.
The hour early leading up to it. The whole, proposal, engagement, he's still there. Because what he does is he drives around. He just drives around the landing, just like
right by
peacocking. Basically like, this is a business.
Oh,
this
so
is something you can do.
Does he have like people on with him yet?
That's the thing. I kind of ruined it. But I was there. I mean, then we ate on like one of the porches of the landing, like overlooking the water. And this guy did not have business for like 3 or 4 hours. And poor guy, because he just kept driving around trying to be like, look at this, look at this.
That's kind of that is a fun idea though. And I think Branson's a good like barrier to entry. Like it's probably very cheap to go start a business in Branson.
That's true.
At least a waterborne business like that where you don't need
only
land.
do it 4 months a year or whatever.
Yeah, see if it works. And if it does, take it to bigger places like, Pigeon Forge or
Gatlinburg.
Vegas or, whatever. So
anyway, fun idea. I never seen anyone do it like that, but maybe there's a reason they never do it like that, because they had 0 customers.
Well, they aren't learning from the pedal tavern that people want to exercise while getting wasted, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Like these people are just sitting there watching this guy drive. Maybe if they all got to choose where to steer it, that would be more entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't know. But hey,
anyway.
You know what we haven't talked about though in a long time or ever?
Ice fishing.
Ice fishing. Let's talk about it, Jake.
Just real quick, I've done it now. The Coops took me when I was in Iowa a few weeks ago.
Really?
And which it was like 45 degrees out that day and sunny, and had been for a couple days. And so, because like Steve made the point, he's like, Yeah, I should be good. It's too bad we couldn't get here a few days ago, you know, whatever. I was like,
Really?
so we'll be fine, right? And then, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Paint me more of a picture. Where is it? Who are you with?
We went down to their pond,
Okay.
and I think it's the pond that Scuzz lives nearby.
Scuzz Pond.
Yeah, Scuzz Pond. And turns out it was totally fine.
Did they measure it somehow, or is he just like, yeah, it should be fine? Like, I don't know if there's like a gauge for this kind of thing, and maybe there is, and they didn't use it.
I was afraid that the whole thing was going to be the just be fine. It should be fine, you know, kind of barometer. But no, eventually they have this tool, really cool tool.
Yeah.
It like drills into the ice, and then you can kind of see like, oh, it's 10 inches deep.
Oh, really?
Great. Bring the four-wheeler out here.
10 inches?
Yeah, it was really thick.
Wow.
A lot of ice.
So you brought the four-wheeler?
I'm pretty sure they drove it on there.
Cool.
Yeah, it was fun. And anyway, and so what are you imagining ice fishing to be like?
Well, first of all, I'm not imagining it at Scuzz's Pond. I'm imagining it like in this big lake out in the middle of nowhere, but there's like a little cabin nearby, which doesn't make sense now that I think about it, because how's there a cabin on the ice lake? Basically, the time I'm thinking of, no, I think in like TV shows and stuff, I feel like they're sometimes in a cabin while they're ice fishing in this lake. I don't know how that works now that I think about it. Maybe Family Matters was just lying to me.
You think they built the cabin on the ice?
Like I said, I don't know. This is interesting now. But in my head, I'm imagining like you're like sitting on the buckets or something, and maybe there's like 4 of you in one hole. And yeah, I don't know. That's about it. And then I imagine, for some reason, I imagine it taking all day. Like, because I'm imagining it being kind of remote. So I think you're out there for 6 hours, but I feel like all the things I'm imagining are wrong. So tell me.
I was just trying to gauge. Yeah, I think I just thought it was just like just drop your bait in the water and just kind of wait.
Yeah.
You know,
like a very like solemn, like not solemn, but just like you're hanging out talking, very relaxed. I would be worried the entire time about falling in. Like no matter, even if it's not like because of the ice being like really thin, but also just like, what if my foot gets stuck in there and all of a sudden, you know, you got a leg down there?
I saw a couple dogs' foot get be placed in the hole,
Really?
and they were fine. 3 out of 4 were still on ice. They were fine.
Like as far as like pizza sizes, how big is this hole?
Oh, very small. I don't know if you can get a pizza this small.
Really? Like
small hole.
Like a Tony's like original 99 cents from Walmart.
I mean, full diameter, maybe 6 inches.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Tiny hole.
Tiny hole, like a book-it size hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Tiny hole.
How many lines are you throwing in that hole?
Well, so this is what's kind of fun. So ice fishing, you drop a couple lines down there, but on top of that, dude, they've got this like radar that looks like something that like the military should only have access to. It looks like something that a movie would show you.
Does the circle go around? Like, you know,
like that kind of radar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought those looked so cool in movies.
Maybe it's not radar. Maybe this is sonar, what we're doing.
Okay.
So it's dropping in something that is almost as like a funnel at the top that like sends out sonar beams straight down.
Is it connected to a line as well?
No. I mean, it's connected like a little weight to have it down there, but
okay.
It doesn't go to the bottom or anything.
Right.
So this
cool
sonar technology just beams waves straight down. You drop your bait straight down.
Okay.
And then it'll give you this reading, which the reading is what really looks like, I don't know, some type of like 1980s military type technology. Because it's not super advanced, but it's still pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So it'll tell you when it feels vibration. So it'll tell you where your bait is. It'll also tell you where fish are.
Okay.
Like basically in their like the depth of the fish.
I'm such an amateur. I don't even know, like, you can't move your bait towards the fish, can you?
Not left to right.
But you
can up and down.
Up and down. Yeah.
So then you just use this thing to go up and down, and you'll see a fish like swimming down. Seems like, oh, let out the bait, because the fish is swimming down.
What kind of screen is this on? Is it like a...
Dude, it's hard to describe. It's like no piece of technology has been made in the last 30 years.
What size of pizza is the screen?
It's a very small screen, and...
But you're not looking at the hole at all. You're just looking at the screen going up and down.
Yeah.
You're like basically playing Atari out here in this frozen lake.
Yeah, I had no idea. So we got to use that. That was fun.
Did you catch any?
Here's how it went.
Okay.
The guy that was allowed to use the screen was myself. They let me use that since I was new. So I got to use the screen all day. And the guy that used the screen caught 0 fish. And the guy who did not use the screen and who also did not use the hut. What do you know about a hut?
Oh, so there's something.
Yeah.
There's a hut.
Not a full log cabin built.
Okay.
But like a nice, like easy up kind of thing.
Yes, that makes more sense. Like a little, like a quick easy up tent. Yes.
Yeah. That was pretty fun. That really blocked the wind.
Sure.
But the guy not in the hut caught several.
Who was that?
Tommy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I
He
think
had to kind of show off. He's like, yeah, brother-in-law's coming in here thinking he could do it.
Rachel's dad caught one or two also.
I love the idea of it being like a practical joke like that. That screen does nothing. Like the whole thing, like it's just like this, like video that like is on a loop. And you're like, guys, I'm getting so close so many times. It feels like every 5 minutes I'm just like right there on one.
I'm going to try to find what this technology is called and show you a video of it because I think you would be very sketched out of it. You'd be like, there's no way this is working. Because Tommy just brings in a piece of like, it would be like if he said like, hey, this is the first, this is the first telegraph ever made.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, cool. Yeah. And it can also tell you where fish are. You'd be like, oh.
And we still use it and it works really well. Even though I'm getting all the fish and you're not. So he wasn't looking at your screen at all?
No, didn't need to. He was in his own hole.
Oh, you had different holes for different people.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he knew where the
now
fish
we got
were
two
biting.
variables.
Yeah, maybe he knew that the fish can sense the radar thing, the sonar, and they were going away. Oh man. Okay, so I know they would say yes to this. That's why I'm going to invite myself. I would like next winter to go with you to Iowa.
An ice fish?
Yeah, the triplets and the Ellises, and we have a competition to see because none of us have caught an ice fish yet. So let's see who can get one first.
It would be fun. Steve was telling me too. He's like, we could do this a lot better too. He's like, once we get the hut up, he's like, we could bring a space heater out of here. We could bring a TV out here.
That's what I've seen. Like, it's like people like spend time out there.
Yeah. We were just freaking cold. And after like 45 minutes, everyone was like, you guys ready to go back? And they're like, yeah, I'm good.
We having enough fun here, right? Yeah, I like the idea of you and me versus Scuzz. Like get Scuzz out there. Scuzz, Scuzz is like a master angler.
And he doesn't use any bait either.
No.
Kind of Creed Bratton style.
He just shoves his hand in there and grabs one.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Or like he needs one of those like diggers that like is much more than 3-inch radius. Like he just swims down there himself and then comes back up.
He's got a full body suit.
Full body size.
I love like, I know this is like so stereotypical and whatever. I'm sure it's not always true, but some people that live like a very simple, sometimes poor lifestyle just have like a really, really nice bodysuit or like some like random thing that's like, yeah, I spent $4,000 on this wetsuit, but I live in an RV that like doesn't run. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I could just see him just being like, yeah, I got my wetsuit. I'm just going to dive right in there. I'll go get it real quick. You know what I mean? Like,
there's something funny to that.
Cause like, I mean, we live in a neighborhood where like the houses are very, very normal, like very underwhelming, but some people drive like $80,000 trucks and I'm like, that's half the cost of your house.
Yeah. Is that where you should be spending your money?
Exactly. And it's just a thing. And so I would not be surprised if Scuzz, has some kind of ghillie suit, has a, something, who knows?
Yeah. I like to think, cause this guy, if you guys remember, lives nearby the Coops and he lives in an RV and doesn't have running water. And so I like to think
why you need it if you got the pond right there.
Yeah. He's got a water budget.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you either go to a toilet and a shower or the wetsuit, it all falls underneath water.
It all works out.
So I went with the wetsuit, the one-time purchase.
That's amazing, dude.
Anyway, it was fun because Rachel came too, and Rachel's dad and brother were both making the comment, like, I guess with previous people are like, never caught Rachel out here ice fishing with people back in the day. Now Jake's here all of a sudden, and I'll go ice fishing. Yeah, ice fishing sounds fun.
Absolutely, she's smitten.
Yeah,
I mean, you could make a laundry list of things you've never done before that you've done with Rachel.
Yes, eat vegetables.
Yeah, be excited about, like, be very positive, like, and this is not bad. Put enough, salt and garlic on it. It's really good.
Which goes right into the win of the week. Should we do our wins of the week?
I want to do our wins of the week.
My win of the week is that for Valentine's Day, Rachel got me vitamins.
Wow.
Pretty into it.
What, like multivitamin? What kind of V's we talking?
One is multi.
Okay.
The other is stinky, whatever it is.
Garlic? Well, no, it's not really a vitamin.
It's because they're gummies. One of them is like
stinky vitamin? Like
a grape dog food.
I love how she got you gummies. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them is like a multivitamin, and the other one might be like a probiotic, like gut health one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
And I love them.
Yeah, your gut's doing well?
I don't know. I don't check in with it necessarily.
But you would know if it's doing poor.
I would know if it was doing poor.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, she got me those for Valentine's Day. I got her Cheese Whiz in a can on English muffins. It was a great Valentine's Day for us. But I love taking those suckers every morning.
Yeah.
I take my little vitamins and I think of Rachel, and it's great.
That's great, man.
That's it. I just love taking vitamins.
Wonderful. My win of the week. Shoot, I had two. What was the first one? Win of the week, just in general, Kansas City got the airport. The airport's open, and I'm really excited about it. For forever, for my whole life, basically, like, the airport has always been like an asterisk on Kansas City. It's like Kansas City's great. The airport though, like is very underwhelming. Don't judge Kansas City by the airport, blah, blah, blah. And finally, I feel like we don't have that asterisk. Now we just have like the Missouri side's number 2 in crime in the United States. But besides that, I mean,
I've seen the YouTube videos. It looks awesome in there.
Yeah, that first day I was on Twitter just trying to find any content I could for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so haven't flown it yet. I'm sure you'll fly it soon because you're there every other day, it feels like.
I think the next time we both are flying, we're going to be together for the bachelor party.
Really?
Yeah, I think we have the same flight.
Fun. Yeah, we do have the same flight. I just figured I can't keep up with schedules and stuff. I didn't know if you were going out on tour before that. So
my dad told me, well, 2 things my dad told me. One, he was like, yeah, the place we're staying for the bachelor party, check-in isn't until 4. So I was like, okay, I'll book a flight that gets there like 4:30 or something like that. Little did I know, I learned later, like Scott, Isaac, Harrison, all of them going early to play around a golf. Well, that would have been nice.
Yeah, how's it feel not to get invited to play golf?
Hey, either way, we can have a full work day
That's
right before we
are
about to travel a ton.
Yeah,
so.
it'll be a great time.
But, yeah, my dad told me we're on the same flight. It's like, okay, fun.
Yeah, I believe you. I don't remember any of that. But it's gonna be so fun. Your dad's been still texting all the, countdowns and
Great.
everything like that. There was definitely recently he had one. I'm not gonna pull it up right now, but it was like he found some website that has like the number, whatever signifies these things because it was too many good things in a row. It was number 42, which granted that's like Jackie Robinson's number, but then he had so many different other things that had 42 in it.
Really?
I was like, there's no way unless you turn into Rain Man, you don't know these things all of a sudden. So, yeah, win of the week, airport, and then I have 2 wins of the week. Second one is the ghosties coming through like always, like you guys always do. I'm on the board for K-Life and we're doing this big fundraiser, trying to raise funds as quick as we can because somehow the board made us run out of money real quick. And I'm like, okay,
yikes.
Whoever's on the board should fix that. So messaged, or put it on the Facebook group like, hey, in Instagram, if anybody wants to donate, here's the link. And overnight, like I think I posted it like right before I went to bed. Overnight, I think like 30 some ghosties.
Holy cow.
Like donated. It was amazing.
That's
so
really nice.
Just shout out to everybody who donated, whether it was a bunch, a little, it all was just so appreciated. And it's just such a cool thing, like to know that I can post that and people will support any way they can. So that was definitely my win is like, man, I'm so glad that I have this community of awesome people that want to support the right things. So yep. Wins of the week.
That's great.
So
good wins. Good wins.
Yes.
Should we get to our guest of this episode?
I would love it.
Great.
Let's read an ad. Do we read an ad read?
Oh my gosh.
Let's read that ad read.
You're totally right.
Ad read.
Dude, where's the freaking beans?
Hey, Beans! Come on out! Come on out, Beans!
Here come the beans. Brad, you start talking.
Here come the beans. Beans.
Here come the beans.
Here come the beans. Beans. I'm just going to do this until you get it. Here come the beans. 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 Here come the beans. Here are the beans. 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 Awesome. If you're watching on YouTube, that was worth it. If not, hope you liked our little rendition of Here Come the Beans. I think originally written by, who was it?
Mark
Wahlberg.
I just knew him as Mark.
There was, sorry, before we do the Main Street Roasters ad, I watched, this is not even going to be worth it because I don't remember the guy's name, but you know those like TikTok, Instagram, whatever, all these different videos. You know the videos, right?
I've seen, Vertical.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen them.
It was one of those ones that was like popular artist by year, and it would like go back and forth. You know these like they have all these bars.
Oh, it's just like an infographic.
Yes, infographic. Thank you. I was like,
yeah.
if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love those. I'll always stop
too.
and scroll on those. Net worth of companies, net worth
Dude,
of people,
yes, like
popularity of soda.
Most popular website. Yeah, most popular TV. Like Friends was on the most popular TV show forever. And then, anyway, there was one about most, I think it was just wealthy or most sales by musicians. And there was some person like last year or 2 years ago, I'd never even heard of that was like number one, like surpassed Drake.
And you don't know his name?
No, it was some like European sounding or like South American. I don't know. Some name that sounded
Rory?
Like I bet Scott knows who he is and like loves him, but I've never heard of him.
Interesting. Drake was number 2 though?
Yeah. What was it? I don't know. I feel like there was an L in there. Anyway, if you're listening, you know what I'm talking about. I feel like I know at least of most people out there. And this person was like, this person's more popular than Drake and I've never even heard of them.
Yeah, I mean, did you see? It is shocking when something like that, like someone who's the best at something in pop culture you haven't heard of. Like, I feel like I should have seen their name or whatever.
Right.
But like, yeah, did you see who won that Grammy for like best song of the year? Is that old lady, like Bonnie Raitt or whatever?
Bonnie Raitt?
Bonnie Raitt, maybe? Do you know who that is?
I do know who Bonnie Raitt is.
Well, shoot, Brad, that ruins my.
Bonnie Raitt's like old though.
That's what I'm saying. She beat like Adele, and she beat like Ed Sheeran and all these people.
She has a really popular song from back in the day. Let me see what it is.
Yeah, not from 2022.
Right. Let's give him something to talk about. But yeah,
it didn't come out this past
just
year.
like that, 2022. Interesting.
Never even heard that song. How did that win Best Song of the Year? I've never even heard.
It's happening, dude. You're getting old.
No,
I'm sure
she's getting
old.
old.
No. All the Gen Zs listen to Bonnie Raitt.
No, I don't think so.
Are all the Gen Zs still drinking coffee though? Do you know?
I know of one coffee company that they enjoy.
I think, yeah, there's only one coffee company out there as far as I can remember.
I know they go to MainStreetRoasters.com. That's all I'll say. And they go there and they get mugs. They get coffee grounds. They get beans.
The beans.
They get private label. It says Gen Z's beans.
You can get private label from Main Street Roasters. Yeah.
Make up your own company.
Whatever you want. Yeah.
If it just makes you feel better. Just, like I did with my credit card back in the day. Jake Triplett Media beans. I can do it with coffee too. No one's stopping you.
Yeah. Let's do some Florida beans. Let's get some for Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do some private label beans.
Ghostrunners Florida beans.
Florida beans. Hey, and that's what we'll call everybody that comes to Florida. Hey, you little Florida beans.
Hey, Florida beans. What does a bean mean? Florida beans.
Main Street Roasters, yeah, they are constantly wanting to sponsor us, which is amazing. We support them. We want you guys to support them as well. Fun fact, fun little anecdote for you. My mom visited my sister out in Southwest Kansas last week. Brought some Main Street Roasters blend with her, Jamaican Me Crazy. My sister, that's the name of the blend. My sister liked it so much that right when my mom left, she ordered some for herself. MainStreetRoasters.com.
That's what it'll do.
Yes.
You taste it, you smell it. You're like, I got to have more of this.
You won't go back. You will not go back.
It is funny. I feel like every week we get a new comment from like a different ghostie supporting them.
Yeah.
Or this past week, somebody went there.
Yes. Which
fun.
I really want to do that sometime. I want to make the pilgrimage.
Yeah.
The pilgrimage to the Nepenthe.
Yeah. So
they're amazing. They're a great family. Haley is a listener of the podcast. She's a huge supporter. Whenever we reached or talked about, sponsors a long time ago, whatever it was, 2 months ago, she was the first one to hit us up and like, hey, we have an awesome coffee company. We'd love to support you guys. We said, please, that'd be amazing. And it's just been a great partnership. And so, yeah, anything that we promote, we really believe in, and we truly believe in these beans. It's great, wonderful coffee company. Please support them.
10% off your order. GRKC coupon code.
And here's my challenge. Can I do a quick challenge?
Yeah.
Hey, buy one just for yourself, but then think of a larger company, because I think that would bless them so much. If you're like, hey, my church has beans. My church uses coffee every single day. I wonder if the coffee company that my church is supporting is even Christian. I don't know, but I guarantee you Main Street Roasters is. So yeah, be like, hey, pastor of business at my church.
Let's get some Christian beans up in here.
Let's get some sea beans up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anointed beans.
Good.
We're buzzing for beans. Thank you, Main Street Roasters. You guys are awesome.
Check them out. With that said, we got another rendition, another installment.
Yes. One more.
We have another
addition.
I was trying to say something just really dumb. Isotope of Rachel and Kathryn, which Brad has claimed was even better than the first. So
let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, these are more questions that you guys asked for us to ask them, and they did a great job. So enjoy Rachel and Kathryn when the walls were gray. This next question is from Jillian with a G. Gillian, probably.
Yeah, Gillian's Travels.
Hey, ladies. It's for both of you guys. This is a fun question. How do y'all maintain a balance in your busy lives? Kathryn, as a wife and mom of 3 kids and homeschooling and everything else, how do you do it? Rachel, as a grad student with school and work, and as a fiance with wedding planning and everything else, I often feel like I'm never as productive as I'd like to be and don't have enough time to do everything I want to do. So just curious what y'all do to keep a good balance of work, social life, family life, etc.
Thanks.
We had a lot of questions like this. Interesting.
Kevin? So when you read me this one a couple days ago, I thought, oh man, these people have the wrong idea of me because I do not do that much. I like not doing much. I mean, I say that as like, I don't commit to many things. Like Hattie does gymnastics once a week and we have Awana once a week. Those are our 2 big commitments. And so I'm not really juggling just that much. So as far as like balancing everything, I don't really have like good nuggets of wisdom. I don't really think.
I think that's a good nugget is don't overload your schedule. Don't
Yeah.
commit to too many things.
I agree.
That's a great nugget. Rachel, are you listening?
Well, okay. I also am a mom of 3 currently.
I was gonna say it's different.
I used to way overload. But there was a family that was involved with K-Life when we worked there who Brad and I like really love and really connect. The Corings, I'll give them a shout out.
Sure.
And their kids,
Their lake house retreat.
yes. Their kids loved being home. And they were like older, like middle school, high school. Like they loved being at home with their family. And I loved that. I was like, oh, I want to instill that in my kids. Like I want them to love being home and love being with each other. And so I feel like you can't really do that if you're out and about all day, every day.
Yeah.
And I'm a homebody myself. So like,
you are.
I don't know. And I have to weigh a lot not risk, but the rewards versus the cost, I guess, of like, okay, yeah, we could all go to Chick-fil-A for lunch, but that means I have to put coats on 3 children and get them in the car and pack a bottle and get the pouch and get the bib and get the, and it's like, or I could just stay home and feed them regular and they could go to bed on time and we could all be happy. So,
And I feel like we don't have that many like commitments every week, but I feel like even the few that we have, it's like, yeah, we're busy. Like we feel busy enough. Like I can't imagine adding a ton of things to that plate. Like, of course I want to get them involved as they get older with sports or with whatever, all these different potential things.
But I'm going to be strategic on that because I protect our time and our schedule.
Because it's easy to overwhelm.
So easy.
Rachel?
Good advice.
Yeah.
I'm listening to it and remembering it because I don't do that. I definitely way overload my schedule and I do end up getting things done successfully, but usually because I'm so stressed out, I have to do it. But I'm not really that stressed of a person, but it is like, okay, now I've got like 2 hours to turn this 4-page assignment in.
We won't call it stress. We'll call it pressed.
Pressed. Yes.
Pressed
very
for
good.
time.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes. Pressed for time. But that's also because I procrastinate
Let me go check.
or prioritize other things in my schedule. Like I would say I'm an extrovert. I like to be doing things a lot with people. So that is like a priority in my schedule, which then makes like studying or even just like cleaning or other boring things less of a priority. And then those all pile up and then I have to do those. So let's see. Any advice? Oh, actually advice is I always know that I'm going to get it done. Like you always talk about Parkinson's law, right? Is that the right one? It's like whatever time you give yourself to do something, you'll get it done. So like if I know I have a big paper due in a week, I'm not going to work on it right now. But if I give myself a mini deadline of I should get this paper done by Wednesday so that I can have the whole weekend to not do it, then I'll get it done by Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, I experienced you doing that before you went to New Hartford one time for Christmas or something like that.
Yes. I try to do it before big events.
That's so impressive because I am not that way and have never, like I tried that and I, for whatever reason, like I can't trick myself. I'm like, nah, I know I've got 4 more days. Like I can just like wait a few more days.
I know, yeah.
So that's good. No, that's very good.
I think it's because I have so much now. Like,
oh yeah.
Like my papers are harder and longer.
Yeah.
So like I cannot do it when I'm at home.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So it's like, I'm not even creating it for myself. I'm forced to.
Yeah.
But yeah, just you'll get it done. Yeah. And remember what it feels like once you get something done.
And my last thing that I'm just remembering is leaving your schedule somewhat open allows you to say yes to things you want to do, which I love. Like even last night, a friend texted, was like, "What are you doing tomorrow morning? Let's go get coffee." And I was like, "Oh, dang it. I'm busy." Whereas like normally I'd be like, "Yes, sounds great." Whatever. Yeah. But you can't do fun things like that when you've filled up all of your, nuggets of time.
Yep. So,
That's like a macro lesson, I think. You could apply that same principle to finances. You'd be like, yeah, that's why you budget things. You know, that's why, because then all of a sudden when it's like, hey, we want to go to Cancun. It's like, okay, let's go to Cancun. We have money saved up because, whatever. I think you could apply that.
That is good.
Yeah.
Nice. When you say yes to some things, when you say no, you're really saying yes.
Deep.
To the future.
Dave Ramsey, I don't know if you've heard of him. He says, we live like no one else so that one day we can live like no one else.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, but the second one's pronounced live.
Yeah.
It depends on how you read it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm following. No, that's great. Thanks for those answers. Yeah. Rachel really is good for that. For someone who's, I think everyone to an extent is a natural procrastinator. It's just human nature to want to wait till the end. But you're so good at those self like proclaimed deadlines. Because I'm like you, Kathryn. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, in the back of my head, I know it's not actually due till
Yes,
Sunday.
Right.
We're gonna
yes.
get it on a Wednesday.
Oh man, I know. Yeah.
All the weekend trips that Rachel and I've done together, she's so good about like, all right, by Thursday, I'm going to get all my homework done so I can enjoy the weekend.
Mhm.
Which is
Like,
so
good
smart.
for you. I'm going to do it when I get home on Sunday night. I'm
Yep.
going to stay up till 4
Yeah,
and I will get it
yeah.
done. So good habits. Next question is from Haley. Second Haley of the day. Third Haley if you count MainStreetRoasters.com / which we do. From Haley for Rachel. What has been your favorite thing about wedding planning? Would you be willing to share any details about the day?
Fun.
Sure. The best part so far, I thought it was gonna be engagement pictures, but that was very cold. But it still was fun, and the photographer was awesome. But the most fun was probably the testing or like taste testing we did in Iowa because
yeah.
my mom came with us. It was just me, Jake, and my mom, and it was awesome. It was so fun, and the people were really nice, like the guy serving us, and the food was so good. And it was just, Brad, I took a picture because,
Did you?
and they weren't like smiling
Of
or
the-
anything. It was just like, take a picture of my mom and Jake tasting the food.
just to remember. Like,
Just remember it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
because
is.
they're tasting their wedding food. How many times do you do that? Once. So yes, good time to take a photo.
Yeah, thank you.
I still contend. Like, think about how many times Jake. I mean, it's not a normal.
So that's been fun. Jake's been really helpful. So that's been really nice that he actually has opinions on things because I don't really have opinions, as you probably know by now, on a lot of things. And then I have to have an opinion on everything here.
Right.
So, and my mom's been really good at helping with everything. It's been fun to do everything with her.
Okay. So ask, would you be willing to share any details? Do you want to say what you're eating, for instance,
sure.
or something?
Sure.
I don't know. Something,
Oh, yeah.
something that's not like crazy.
Okay, what we're
personal.
eating, we think. It hasn't been confirmed because you do that like a month out, I guess, when
Oh,
you know
okay.
the amount of people. I think it's going to be, well, we can't have any red meat, which is great because I don't really eat that anyway.
Which is great.
So, salmon Florentine, which is
Yum.
like salmon with
Florentine.
like a, Florentine on top.
just sprinkle some Florentine on there.
I think it's like cream and spinach on top. It's
Yeah.
very, very good. And then chicken piccata.
Oh, we had that last night.
Last night,
Oh,
yeah.
I
Was
got
it
to
last
get your
night?
recipe.
Okay. I mean,
I don't think they'll.
it's
they'll
not
use
going to
it,
that good. I mean, it's good, but yours is going to be better.
So we got that, and then
Nice.
roasted vegetables, garlic
Yeah.
mashed potatoes that Jake really
Yum.
loves. And
Oh, yeah,
loves
his
to whisper.
favorite veggies.
And then for dessert, I think we're gonna have brownies and an ice cream machine,
Yum.
and we have to have wedding cake. My grandma requires it.
Oh,
That makes
at a
sense.
wedding?
They can't be cupcakes if they're too frilly. she
Oh,
said.
I see.
Really? No, there's a reason.
So yeah, I have to have wedding cake.
Okay.
So that's the food. You know anything else? No, I haven't.
Do you want to know what kind of cake yet, Kathryn S?
Sorry. I just said that. Sorry.
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Yeah, but that'll be fun to test.
Oh yeah, cake testing, so fun.
Okay, and tell us everything about your dress. Just kidding.
Okay,
Oh.
Here's a picture.
Ah.
Upload it,
Yeah,
Justin.
yeah.
Upload it.
Jake has to, blind himself for the next part. Fun.
Yeah.
Has it been like generally a good experience so far? Like not too stressful or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't been too bad.
Good.
It's been pretty fun. And because I get to like talk to all my friends now.
Right.
So I just
yeah.
ask them to be bridesmaids and stuff and send them the
Mm.
links to their dresses. And
What kind of how big of a wedding party?
I have 8 girls.
8 girls. Okay.
Jake's got
11. Okay.
quite a bit. So
Double digits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah.
And great.
So
Okay.
fun. Good job.
sorry about that.
Mine's wiggly.
Yeah, it has been fun. I like that you're like, yeah, it's been so helpful. Jake has all these opinions. I don't really have opinions
When I ask
on
him.
like the colors of the centerpieces, but when you're like, which one? And I'm like, okay, I can decide for you.
It's good because there's a lot of colors going on. So he's been actually, when I have to have an opinion, he's good at affirming my opinion because the like colors are going to be like a bunch of pastels, which I can't imagine any boy ever wanting. Or
Well, look
picking.
at his shirt.
Yeah, that is one of them.
Yeah,
So he's been good at okaying my ideas.
that's good.
Really, what wedding planning has been the past few months is trying to figure out what Rachel does want deep down inside,
Mm.
even though she won't admit it to me. She's like, which one of these 4 do you like? And then I try to just tiptoe around figuring out like, yeah, I think I like all of them. Man, it's hard to decide. and then slowly figure out which one she likes, and then reaffirming the daylights out of
Yes,
it.
yes.
That's what wedding planning is.
That's good. That's
and
marriage.
it's fun. And then she's like, yeah, Jake has all these opinions. And I'm like, yes, I do.
Yep.
Mhm.
I care.
So many.
Not
Care
only
about
do
those
I care, but
napkins.
I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
So thank goodness.
That's awesome.
That's fun. Okay, I'm excited about this question from Corey with a K to Kathryn with a K. Once upon a time,
Yes.
Kathryn off the mic said, "Yeah, it is with a K." Once upon a time, Brad talked about Kathryn's kicks, like being
1,000 hours
outside.
outside, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
No AirPods.
what is your current health or life kick? What are you kicking on?
Other than gas.
Yeah,
My
this
new
crazy.
rhythm. Hey.
Fill up your car with unleaded gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the weekend is the main part of that rhythm. But anyway, my latest kick is something that I hope is not just a kick, which I guess is how all my kicks start. So I don't know. But it's a term called wintering.
Ooh.
Basically,
sounds like something a bug would do.
It's called hibernating, and you don't go outside ever.
And you sleep and it's glorious. No, I am a Texan that lives in not Texas. So it is very cold here. And I hate the winter and have hated the winter ever since I moved here. So much so that like I now start to hate fall. Like, you know, it was like, oh, fall, like, look, what a crisp day. And I'm like, ugh, I hate it because that means winter's next. So I feel like this year in particular, I was like, okay, I'm really, really going to work hard to have a better attitude about winter because it just affects me in like so many different ways. It affects my attitude and like, I don't know, just lots of things. So wintering is my latest kick. And it's basically just enjoying winter. And so I subscribe to this email lady that's also trying to love winter.
What's her name?
And I don't know,
Oh, okay.
Kristen.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I thought you would know.
LaValley. That
Great.
could be wrong. I don't know. I don't even know how I found her. She's on Instagram.
But she talked
I don't
about
know her
wintering.
name, but she talks about wintering. And so like just little things. Like one of the things she said is at the beginning is she was like, go out and buy yourself a new mug. And she was like, this is going to be your winter mug. And so like every time like
Ooh.
you see it,
I like this.
you are going to get release serotonin.
Release one of the tonins.
One of those,
Yeah.
the good ones, the happy ones, because you know.
Keratin, I think. It gives you
Keratin.
hair and fingernails.
Yes,
That makes
yes.
sense. Yeah.
Serotonin.
Serotonin, yeah.
Yeah. Hair and toenails. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Because it's winter, you need all the hair you can
need
get.
it.
Yeah,
So true.
yeah. The
Yeah.
mug will help.
Yeah.
Collagen tonins.
So the whole point is like creating good memories with that mug. And so then like when you see that mug, it makes you happy and you think, oh, I'm going to drink something great in front of my fire and it's going to be awesome. Anyway.
I think I do stuff like this on accident or like without, I don't know,
Yeah.
without an email.
Which is impressive.
But like I have convinced myself that I love golfing and joggers. I don't think I actually do,
Oh.
but I think it's just like, ooh, I get to wear joggers. That way I'm not focusing on like, I got to golf in the cold.
That's good.
And like trying to find something that is redeeming about something that I don't totally love. Like obviously I would love to just golf in 85-degree weather.
Sure.
I'm like, ooh, a quarter zip and joggers. I could wear those.
Love
What's
to golf
that? That's
in
called
that.
something. Yeah. Somebody mentioned that on our YouTube. It was like, I listened to the Ghostrunners while
Wintering.
cleaning. Yeah, while cleaning.
Oh.
Because then it's like, hey, I get to listen to Ghostrunners, not,
Oh.
oh, I have to go clean, kind of
That's
thing.
smart.
Let's
Well-
name it right now. What's it called?
What's that called exactly?
Yeah. Positeering.
Positeering, it sounds great.
Rachel,
You
you're in
should
school.
know.
Yeah, tell us.
I don't know.
Positeering's nice. I like
Positeering,
that.
yeah.
Give me that back. Give me that mic
Yeah.
back.
Interesting though, I think the thing that's helped me the most did not come from those emails. It came from my kid's book. And it's called Winter is the Warmest Season.
Which
Which
is
is-
not scientifically
Which is so
accurate.
funny. My kids could
I
not get
looked it
past it. Like both of my kids were like, no, that's summer. And I was like, I know, I better read the book, find out. But it was all about how like in winter you get to have fires and you get to drink hot chocolate instead of iced tea and you get to take hot
Yeah.
baths instead of swimming outside and like you get to like light candles and like you get electric blankets, like all these warm things. So winter is the warmest season, but that truly has helped. And I think it's helped my kids too. And so we light our candles a lot at dinner time.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's
The oil
winter,
lamp.
let's light the candles.
Bo was always asking, can we do the oil lamp? Yeah.
So
That's
anyway,
cool.
I think just like taking like wintry things and like changing my mindset on them has really helped. And it really has. Like all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, it's February. Spring is like next month.
Oh, yeah, it's a season.
Like,
That's
wow,
the beauty
winter's
of it.
almost gone.
It's like, yeah, if winter was all year long, then that would be terrible.
It would be terrible.
But
I
it's
would
like,
hate
it's
it.
a
I
season,
would
so
die.
enjoy it for what it is when you can, because soon enough, when it's spring and it's 70 degrees out, hot chocolate's not gonna, taste
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Fires. We're not gonna.
We're
have
not
a
gonna have
desire to
fires
do
in the
that.
summer.
Yeah. So
And
enjoy it while you can.
Yeah.
But then when it's like March and April and May and it's like warm or like cold all of a sudden, it's like, this is not right.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate
Yeah.
that. But
So-
so far, it's been pretty good. We'll see how I feel come September when the first cold snap comes.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'll
Man,
remind you of
That's
this.
my latest kick.
I love kicks. I love that you're on one.
Kathryn loves
Good
kicks too,
reframing.
man.
big, yeah.
I'm sure there's more than that. But
I'm also on my 1,000 hours outside.
yeah,
Still.
you are. You've been serious
Except
about that.
the Ellis family is on 500 hours outside.
Yeah, 1,000's
1,000,
ridiculous.
I'm like, I will never get there.
Yeah, maybe in the summer.
Could be.
Did I just hear you name it, Rachel? Is it reframing? Is that what we've been talking about this whole time? Is that the name for it?
In a sense, probably. You're just reframing a situation, seeing it in a different light.
That's
thought it was
exactly
positeering.
it.
I thought I got an email about positivity. You
You
call it
should-
reframing.
What was the name of the company that does all the textbooks and everything? We should
McGraw Hill.
Yes, we should
McGraw.
I bet you have
You
a
would
McGraw
know.
Hill textbook about reframing.
sure.
You should submit
Letter to the editor.
yeah whatever an
How they do
addendum.
it.
Be like, actually, I think they're calling it reframing. It's actually positeering, isn't it? If enough people do it, I bet we could get people on it. But,
Start a movement.
yeah,
Like I'm sure I've talked about this before, but Picasso, not really. He was more of a master marketer than he was a master painter. He would pay these college students who were just looking to just really poor college students wanting to make money doing anything. He would pay them to go to museums all around Paris or Rome, wherever he was. And they would ask the museums
Spain.
hey, do you Spain? You study abroad there?
I study, brother.
Yeah, you did.
Not in Malaga where he was born, but yeah.
Wow.
They go around to different Spaniard museums, and all these kids would ask, hey, do you have any Picassos here? Do you have any Picassos here? And this guy just started becoming a painter. He wasn't in any museums. And eventually, over and over and over, these museum curators were like, all right, I mean, there's clearly a demand. We got to get some Picassos in here.
Is
and
that
that is
real?
why we know. I mean, it's the story I read.
McGraw Hill.
McGraw
And,
Hill.
that's,
They
and then he changed his last name to McGraw Hill. And that's how this relates back to
Wow.
that.
That's really interesting.
That
I
is
thought I
interesting.
talked about it before on the podcast, but
I
maybe
think
I haven't.
Let's do some positeering. Yeah, have enough people send in positive. We're not going to pay you for it, but
No, but yeah, you guys
Yeah.
be the feet on the ground.
ghosties, positeer your thing.
Brad, real quick, how were the kids out there? I meant to check in.
Just dialed in,
Yeah.
dialed in, dude. At
About
first, I thought
about
they
the
had,
QLED TV. You think that's what it is?
it's probably that. yeah.
Upgraded.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Did you say it on the microphone or did you?
No,
Just,
I wasn't
so there's just going to be an awkward silence now next time. Just kidding. Yeah, I didn't see their heads at first, and so I was like, oh, they went to Rachel's room or something. No, they're just short people. Like you just can't see them on the
No,
couch.
they're
I did
just
like
3
like
and
to
6.
Bo's. I could just see Bo's legs just go to the edge of the couch.
Yeah.
They're just
His little
straight.
cowboy boots just sticking up.
So
Yeah,
That's funny.
they're fun.
Good deal. Rachel, one for you from Sarah. How do you plan to handle your career when you and Jake get married? Will you still teach or counsel while he's on the road? Do you foresee quitting to travel with him?
Good question that we should talk about. Just kidding. Well, I still have a couple of semesters left of school, so got to finish that. But in the future, I'd really like to be a therapist and have the option to work virtually or in an office. And the lady that is supervising me right now does that. She only works Tuesdays and Thursdays, full days, but it's a great schedule. And she does virtual things as well.
Cool.
So a lot of options, but
It is nice that there's virtual is so accessible these days.
mhm.
Great. What? Sorry, can I ask a question about counseling?
Sounds like you don't want to commit to too many things so you can leave your schedule open. Where did you learn that from?
Correct. An email chain from Kathryn Ellis.
What a quick learner.
Yeah. What is if you could? I know you can probably do everything with counseling, but if you could only pinpoint one specific area or one specific thing that you want to counsel towards, what is the thing that gets you most excited about counseling? I guess.
Thank you for asking that.
Yeah.
I
know it's such a
really
broad question,
where I'm at right now, the lady that is my supervisor, she's really good at her job.
Mhm.
And she does a lot of things with trauma. So I really like it, but it's
Yeah.
a lot of crazy things.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to see the progress that people make. So probably that.
Cool.
And yeah, she does a lot with kids too. So you can do both.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Kath, back to you from Kara with a K. I am soon to be a mom of 2 under 2. Do you have any tips for staying in the moment and enjoying everything when things start to get overwhelming?
It's not prepared for that one.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
One more time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a slow processor.
She's about to have a second kid,
Yeah.
under 2. How do you
How to stay in the moment.
How do you not get overwhelmed when
Oh, it's so
the
hard.
chaos is around you?
Yeah, that's so hard.
How do you still enjoy things? How do you still,
I don't know. I'm trying to think of things that are not cheesy. Like it goes fast, which it does go fast, but it's still hard in the moment. I think remembering, which is also kind of cheesy, but remembering like the deeper meaning of what you're doing. Like
That's good, Kath. That's good.
Thank you.
Cheesy is often cheesy because it's true, you know?
Yeah,
So-
but it is true. Like I don't know. Like kids are such a blessing. So like the fact that you have 2 or about to have 2, like that's such a huge blessing. And the Lord gave those 2 to you for a reason. And so I think trusting in that you are capable, not on your own, you're capable with the Lord's help, but he has entrusted them to you. And so I think just remembering that in those moments and just what a, I guess, long-term investment you're making. So in those moments when it is hard and are overwhelmed, because you will have those moments, you're still doing the Lord's work.
This is great.
What do you think about
preaching today? Keep going.
Yeah, seriously.
That's great.
Oh gosh.
That was awesome.
What do you think? I think it says like, how do you enjoy everything when things start to get overwhelming? I think realistically, obviously we're human, so we're not going to enjoy everything. Also, realistically, the better you do as a parent often means that you're not going to enjoy everything. Like sometimes it's like, hey, the easy route would be like, yeah, let's all go get ice cream right now when you're crying, and you'll stop being, fussy.
Sure.
But it's like,
Put a little cocoa melon and some fun dip.
And so it's like, I think in some ways it's just like, hey, this is inevitable that these times are going to come, but it's just like, let's,
hard
just
is not the same as
perspective.
bad,
Okay. Yeah, that's good too.
which is not my own words. So I can't take credit for that.
That's
But
another email chain I get.
not an email chain. No. But it's true. Hard is not the same thing as bad. So 2 kids under 2, that is going to be hard. There are going to be hard moments in there, but that doesn't mean
And
it's
that's
bad.
bad. Oh, it's
That's
not
not
bad.
bad.
Oh,
Not bad.
It's positive.
Yeah, reframe that thing. What was I going to say? Oh, and it is hard, but marriage does this, and then kids does it times like 1,000. But it betters you. And like I thought I was a pretty patient person until I had kids, and I realized I'm not that patient. But the Lord gives me opportunities every single day to practice patience. So I mean, again, that's a hard thing to think of in the moment when it's really hard, but like He's giving you opportunity after opportunity to better yourself. And he has the strength. All you have to do is ask for it. And time in the Word is good. Do that as often as you can.
Yeah, you notice a direct correlation, obviously, there.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I just haven't had my quiet time recently.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have other.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
I feel like just practically other things are like, I mean, sometimes I help you with stuff like this. Like I think we balance each other out. When you're frustrated, I can come in and like lighten the mood. But then the other day, you were having a hard day with Bo. You texted me. Obviously, I wasn't able to come home right away. But then Emily, your friend Emily, Gunner and Emily came over with her daughter.
Last minute because I was open that morning.
Yes. And whenever like I came home, I was like, so you've had a hard day with Bo? And you're like, honestly, yeah. But before you said that, I had kind of forgotten about it because I had such a great time with Emily. Like, so whatever that is, I don't know if it's always the answer, Kara, because maybe you're not a social person, but I think with you, you just get, positivering, with things like that.
Yeah.
So,
and then I would say too, because I know it's not always practical to have a friend come over every morning when you're having a hard day.
Call
but,
somebody or
text
somebody.
Just some practicals with your kids. I think if you can, outside is always good. Outside is always good. It can turn around a lot of attitudes, your own, your kids.
Is there like such thing as like bad weather so you can't go outside?
Okay, but seriously. Like,
No, I know.
No, there's no such thing as bad weather. That was my kick last winter.
Well,
maybe.
We should contact McGraw-Hill about that.
But truly, outside, feed them if it's nice. Like the other day, it was nice on Monday. My kids ate lunch outside. It's like outside as much as we can. And then the second thing, I've only used this trick a time or two when I really needed it, but it's helpful when you need it. Both my kids, my older kids, Rosie probably will be too, hopefully not. But both my kids are very strong-willed and love to have tantrums. Hattie's better because she's older, but
Hattie was so bad. Yeah.
Anyway, I heard
Not
this.
bad.
I
Hard.
heard this trick one time, and it really is great. Sometimes, like when your kids are having a tantrum or they're just like so overwhelmed, you can't get them to calm down, like whatever. Is to just read them a book. Like truly, like there have been a couple moments when I'm like, oh my gosh, like Bo will not chill. Like I don't know what to do.
I see Kathryn in the other room. Brown bear, what do you see? I'm just kidding.
But truly, like
screaming.
I will grab a book off the shelf and just start reading, and they will like it. It does. It calms them down.
It's like you're charming a snake or something.
Kind of.
They just keep playing the
But
song.
yeah,
They come out of the basket.
I know. But it calms them down eventually, like because they want to hear the book.
Yeah.
You know, like they want to hear the story, and so it
It's
calms
like watching
them.
a movie you've seen before. It's like, well, I know how it's going to end, but
But like I
still
still
wanna
want to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
100%.
Exactly. Anyway, so that has worked a time or two. And then once they calm down, then of course you can have those conversations of why they're upset in the first place. But anyway, read a book
It's good
in
tricks.
the hard moments. Yeah, it helps.
Love
Good
it.
tips. Good tricks. I know you guys have a daughter sleeping.
Yeah.
Do we need to keep going? Do we need to stop?
Did you go check?
I checked on her. I can go check on her again. Yeah. Go
One more time. She's at home.
She is across the street.
Maybe we should
We have the monitor reaches over here. We have a monitor. We're checking.
Which just another fun reminder, guys. Rachel lives so close to Brad and Kathryn. The baby monitor works over here.
Yes. Yes.
It's
yes.
awesome.
I'm not leaving my baby 2 blocks away.
It's
Like,
awesome.
Yeah.
It's so fun. We'll do at least one more while
Sure.
Brad's checking. This should be hopefully fun. You don't have to think too hard about it. This comes from Michelle Grooms, which is interesting. My best friend from high school, his mom on Facebook, her name is Michelle Grooms. Her maiden name was, because people like putting their middle name on Facebook. This is for both of you. What is something that surprises you about your man?
Your man.
Funny or
Your
endearing?
man.
Just something that surprises you.
Okay.
How about that?
I hated that.
Were you surprised? Kathryn's like,
I hated
Brad doesn't really
that.
surprise me very often.
I hated that.
I know. I knew it. I knew you would. And I was like, it's going to be worth it.
It's not. I hated that.
I'm sorry, baby. I love you. Yes, I am.
Go ahead while I come off of this,
Sorry about that. Oh, let's see what surprises me about Jake.
About your man.
Oh, okay. Let me think then. Well, he's really good at communicating, so I feel like I know a lot about him. One thing that surprises me is how organized he actually is, because I feel like he's sort of known to be easygoing,
Yep.
and maybe unorganized.
Mm.
But he actually is comparing to myself, he's much more put together and organized. And you always have like your spot for your keys and stuff. I never have something like that. The bowl now from Haley.
Yeah.
Thank you, Haley. Yeah, he's very organized, and it's a very good thing because I need that in my life.
Love it. Compliment each other.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry for yelling in your ear, Kathryn.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm not like, yes, I am. I'm not regretful, which maybe that's kind of what it means.
Yeah, to repent is to turn and turn away. Anyway, something that surprises me. I don't know if this necessarily is
We've been married for a while.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know if this is like a new surprise, but it's something I've been reminded of lately. So Brad has done woodworking for a while, several years, a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so he works with his hands and yada, yada, yada. But recently, the past couple months, he has been doing a lot more work on jean shorts and podcast stuff.
Yes.
And I have been reminded, surprised, if you will, of how good he is at that kind of stuff. Like planning, brainstorming, implementing plans, ideas, thinking outside the box, like, I don't know, running a business that way. I know you run Ellis Custom Creations, but
yeah,
this is very different. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of some of his skills that he used at camp when he was on programs, but I just haven't seen those skills in a long time because we haven't worked at camp in a long time. So anyway, so that has surprised me lately.
that's fun.
Yeah. It's like he stayed an entrepreneur, but the business just got switched.
Right.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, it's like, okay, I have a new business.
And
to
he loves
work.
it. And I kind of forget
Yeah.
how much he loves that part of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've always loved that more than the woodworking.
Yeah.
I like working with my hands and
Yeah.
stuff, but you know, at the end of the day, I was like, it's really fun to sell and to talk to people and to meet with people. So
Now,
Yeah.
Kathryn, I do want to mention one thing. You said this is kind of like his job at Kanakuk. We've talked about bringing Lucky back, which I know you love that voice. Would you be okay with that if that became a full-time character as a part of Brad's business?
That's a part of Gene Short's comedy videos.
Just like its own channel, its own
we're just
person.
gonna call it Lucky Comedy.
Sure. Would love that.
Yeah,
Would love that for you.
yeah.
Would love that
I
for
would
you.
watch every video. I
that'd be
promise.
I would watch as
awesome.
many of those as I do of Gene Shorts.
Oh, all of them.
Kath, yeah.
Every single one.
The funny thing is that Kathryn's not. I don't even think you have YouTube.
I don't have
downloaded.
YouTube on my phone.
And so you watch them all on Instagram and everything, but you don't necessarily watch the tube
100%.
unless I'm like. And then we do like a little marathon session of like 5 in a row
Mhm.
sometimes. So
That's nice.
That's accurate.
that's funny what you said about programs and Kanakuk and stuff, because last night is actually when I recorded the song that came out last Wednesday. Well, this might be a while before we release all this
Ah.
stuff. Anyway, but the Chief song that I did, the Greatest Showman song, I remember like I was like, this is so fun that I'm quote unquote like doing this as my job. Like, because I remember back when I was in high school and then at programs like doing stuff like that because I just really enjoyed it. And now I'm like, yeah, I'm
Just like creating silly
Yeah.
songs
Yeah.
and creative, just anything
right.
for
So
people to enjoy.
yeah, it's just fun.
It is fun. Who would have thought? Like when we haven't really talked about this on the podcast yet, or maybe we have, because who knows when this is going to come out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
confusing to do it this way. But we ran into those people in the McLean's parking lot. I don't even know if I
Oh,
told
yeah.
you this, Rachel, but one of the guys recognized me and Brad, and then the other guy who was with was like, "Hey, you're Jake, right?" I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And he's like, when I was in 7th grade, you did programs at K West.
Wow.
I never had anyone like recognize me from that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's
That's
just so
pretty
fun.
cool.
And I always like to tell people like that. It's like, yeah, I'm like still doing programs, but just like, 30-year-old programs now, like adult programs. It just
No,
looks
it's
different.
so fun.
Adult
Dude.
programs?
Yeah.
Kath. Come on now, it's a family podcast.
What's Rosie's status? How are we looking?
She's awake. Yeah, we should probably.
Brad's going to
get going.
go get
Okay.
her.
You want me to go get her?
Yeah, with the
I think
bottle.
We'll just.
Oh, are we done? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
why I'm talking that.
Kathryn's calling the shots. What's
This is
Kathryn
the
doing?
first time, guys. Sorry, we'll get better.
Okay, cool. Well, girls, thank you for joining Ghosties in the YouTube comments on the Facebook group. Let the girls know what you thought of them, as long as the comments are positive.
Yeah.
They are new to the internet.
Kathryn doesn't have YouTube, so she won't see them anyway.
Yeah.
If they're negative, I'll just hide them.
No, yeah, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for Ghosties for asking all the fun questions, for making this so fun for all of us. So, any final thoughts, ladies?
Thank you, Kathryn, for coming to my house and bringing your kids.
Hey, just happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Nailed it. Good.
Good final thoughts. Good
Yeah,
final
yeah,
thoughts.
yeah.
Good final thoughts. Good final thoughts. Okay, cool. Well, thank you guys all for listening to another Wednesday episode with us. Shout out MainStreetRoasters.com. Go check them out. Brad, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, man. McGraw-Hill.com as well. Check them out.
You
Great
know.
publishers.
All right, that's it. The walls are blue again. Thanks for listening to Rachel and Kathryn. Show them some love in the comments and on Facebook. I'm sure they would love to see that. So thank you guys for listening to another Wednesday episode. Hope you find your win of the week. But before we go,
Oh,
we got to...
Somebody just knocked on the door.
Somebody knocked on the door. I was going to say we got to do our YouTube comment of the week, but
Come
hello.
I think he's having a hard time getting it open.
I think Brad's kids are here. They've been doing a picnic with Rachel and Kathryn outside. Hey, there you go.
Come here.
Come on in. Hey, Bo.
Bubba. You say hi?
All right, we went from one guest to another. Rachel and Kathryn have turned into Hattie and Bo.
What in the world?
The walls are blue and children are in here. Look at that. We got Brad's kids in here.
Bo, can you tell everyone what you ate for lunch? Did you eat peanut butter and honey sandwiches?
No. I can do it.
Tell me.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yum.
Ooh.
What kind of fruit did you have?
Strawberries and apples.
Whoa.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's great. Did you
Put
have
some
any?
strawberries in my lemonade.
What? That's inventive.
First Miss Rachel did it. Then
Whoa, Miss
first. She's
Rachel did
inventive
it.
too.
Wow.
Wow.
That's fun.
That's fun.
What did Miss Rachel have for lunch?
I don't know. Oh, peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, good.
Peanut butter
good.
sandwich. All right.
Unified front. That's good.
A lot of good protein in peanut butter. Do you know that? Anything else you want to say?
No.
Can you say Ghostrunners podcast? You say it, Bowie?
No. Ghostrunners podcast.
There it is.
Bo's wearing his Ghostrunners podcast shirt.
You are?
Oh, he was earlier. That's fun.
He said that he was going to come see Dad wearing his podcast shirt. Thanks, bud. That's great. You always want to do Rock Chalk Jayhawk before you leave? You ready?
Do you know how to do it, Bo?
Rock Chalk Jayhawk K-U. Hit it.
Hit it.
You say it, Bo. Hit it! Rock Chalk Jayhawk K-U. Rock Chalk Jayhawk K-U. Rock Chalk Jayhawk
K-U.
K-U. Okay, thank you guys for coming. You have anything you want to say, bud? What house are we at right now? You don't know? Okay. Is this good content or what? Just kidding. All right.
The lights were too bright for him, you know.
You come back another time, okay? I love you.
It looks good or smells good? Oh, well, I'd be interested if it smelled good, but
Kathryn, everyone just listen to your second half of Ask the Girls.
yeah, they just got done. Anyway, hey, there's Brad's kids.
There they are.
They're
Fun kids.
shy at times, shy sometimes on camera.
Yeah, that happens though.
That's okay.
Are we doing comments of the week?
Yeah, 2 comments of the week.
Okay, I'll go first. Mine's from Leah Nagili. This is on the Dad's episode. And she said, I think I could listen to Steve read a refrigerator instruction manual and it would be entertaining. He just has one of those voices. I agree. And then she says, also, Dave Dean is just such a sweetheart every time. So, yeah, just love anytime people compliment our dads. I think that's really fun. It was just really fun having them on and really appreciate the comments.
My comment is literally the one right above it from Jennifer Downey. First, she says, this is my favorite episode ever. The dads were so great. Their sons are such a reflection of them. Permagrin the entire episode.
Permagrin?
Which I think permagrin is like that
Well, it's
layer
permagrin.
of crust.
Permagrin.
That forms after a volcano is kind of settled.
When you're ice fishing. Like
I think so. Like a Greenland type
Yes.
volcano
Mhm.
or something.
permagrin.
There's like permagrin left over.
Yeah, what'd she say? The whole episode?
The whole episode she had permagrin.
Wow.
Interesting. Also, I'm not on Facebook, but Dave definitely went s'mores for strength of schedule. Truly.
Dave, at one point, had 6 votes to Steve's like 250. Like it was amazing. It was amazing how lopsided it was.
She said, truly, all the lists were very strong, but Dave, in what seems like his natural style, went the extra strategic mile and mapped out picks to hit multiple demographics, making him the stud of the s'mores. Thanks, Dave, for making the time to hang out with us. Y'all come back now, you hear?
That was, it was amazing how bad his picks were. Like how many people voted for Steve. I think Steve might have won in like one of the biggest. 4-person s'mores got to be the biggest win ever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know?
I mean, it was like me and your dad weren't even competing.
Yeah.
It was just between you two.
Yeah, you were pretty low too. I think my dad had 6. You had like 13 votes or
Yeah.
something. So anyway, that's fun. Thank you to Jennifer. She's a supporter of us. She messages us a lot.
Yeah.
In a good way.
See her everywhere.
Yep.
Anyway, okay, another Wednesday episode. We'll see you guys next Monday for a fun one. I'm going to be talking all about my first ever minor league hockey game.
I can't wait to hear it.
And anything you want to preview, Brad? What are you going to be talking about on Monday's episode?
Oh man, I went and I helped out with newborn babies in the nursery at church.
Doggy.
On Sunday. So I'll talk about that a little bit.
Fun. Well, like always, if you enjoyed this episode, or if you enjoyed Rachel and Kathryn, and you are a girl or know a girl who might like it, pass it on.
Please
copy and paste the link.
It's always appreciated. Just today, our friend Steven Swick of the Swicks
Yes.
sent us a screenshot of one of his friends saying she was cackling in Target while listening to it.
Yeah.
So
Fun.
shout out to Steven for spreading the ghosty word.
Shout out to those cackling.
Shout out to the cacklers out there.
Yeah.
We love you guys. You guys have a great week. We'll see you Monday.
See you Monday. Peace.
Love you guys. Love you, Kathryn. Ghostrunners Podcast. Every